Hello class, my name is Christopher Rockwell. This is my Project 2, Week 2 discussion for MUX Term 1308. Um, what I decided to do, use for my prototype was Envision. I thought it was pretty neat how you could simply just upload images and basically draw boxes around what you want to be clickable. So what I ended up doing is going in and drawing boxes around all the buttons. And since I did a context app, I drew boxes around all the contexts that way they were clickable. And you basically just have a compilation of images, and you structure based off the click what image comes up, and so on and so forth. So first, I'm just going to go through my app before I go into like my usability findings. What the ungroup context button does is exactly what it says. It ungroups all the contexts, and then if you hit the group context button, it groups them back, groups the contexts back together. If you hit the add context button, it goes to a screen where you can add all your contexts. You can cancel, and this will just confirm. I did this to confirm with my users that this would not save the contact. It's basically canceling all operations. And then if you hit done, it actually saves the contact. Then if you click on the contact, that particular contact information will come up. This is like dummy information. Delete the contact, an alert telling the users that it deleted the contact. Edit the contact, goes to the edit contact information. Brings up the information basically that it makes it editable. Hit back, of course it goes back. That's pretty much it. Pretty simple app. Which the key feature of this app was the ungroup function. And which in my usability testing, matter of fact, let me just get off to that. I'm just gonna kind of go through everything from top to bottom. As far as the overall experience, the way I questioned this was, let me go to my form here. The way I asked the question was a bit different. I put, how did you rate your overall experience with this application, which is the basic question, but alongside the different, awesome, good, neutral, poor, the different options, I put, I would definitely use this app. I'd likely use this app just to kind of give people a better angle as to how to answer this question, based off what they would do, what they themselves would do, versus just if they think it's a good app in general. So I feel like I'm getting more information from the particular user by wording it this way. And which I got pretty good feedback. 4 out of 6 people said they would definitely use it. One person was neutral, and another person said they would likely use it. So that's pretty good. That's pretty much what I want to see. As far as my navigation, everybody said it was easy, but one thing I just noticed as I was watching my testers use the app, is the amount of clicks. I want to cut that down. The amount of clicks averaged almost like 8 to 10. Which is a lot for an app like this, because all you're doing is ungroup and group, and that's 2 clicks. Add a contact, that's another click. Really, it's more than 10 clicks. It's probably closer to 15. And the reason why I noticed is because you have to get out of whatever you're in before you can get into something else. You can't jump from looking at a contact to adding a contact. You have to like get out of this and then go add the contact. So I did notice that. That's definitely something I need to do, is add a navigation bar or something like that to kind of make it, cut down the amount of clicks. Because I noticed a lot of users were, I had to kind of tell them to go back and make sure they click all the buttons, because they try to add a contact and try to hit the cancel, and it says okay and brings them back. Then they have to go back to it and do each specific task. So I definitely want to do better with my navigation. And the difficulty, for the most part, did nobody have any difficulty. And like I said before, the navigation, somebody else did notice I guess it wasn't as convenient as it should be. So I did have a person say, the navigation was a little bit difficult. But for the most part, everybody said the navigation was easy. Was it confusing? If I had 5 people say none, nothing was confusing, and I had one person to say the navigation, of course. So to see my users agree, it kind of lets me know I really do need to make some changes there. And here are my worded answers, questions. What did you like least about the application? Um, which I think they said the navigation was easy to use. Might have read it wrong. Um, and I noticed I do need to add a pop of color, because I had somebody say add some color. Um, and I had another user say it would be nice to add extra groups, which the groups are right here. Business, family, friends, and other. I said it'd be nice if you can add your own custom groups. If you had another specific name you want to use for a group of people, you might be in some kind of club in college or something like that. So I can definitely see that being a key benefit to this application and kind of making it unique and set it apart from the competition. The app was not appealing to the eye, so there's definitely another, as you can see up here, add some color. Definitely another theming issue I need to address. I need to add some more color to it, which this week I kind of got stuck on getting the prototype together. I do know, we were taught pretty much how to design stuff, but I kind of got caught up on making a functioning prototype for the most part, and kind of lost all my design principles. But I will definitely take this survey here, this information, and definitely make some changes to that. As far as what people like most, the grouping option got a lot of good feedback. Everybody pretty much said the grouping option. I had 5 out of 6 people say that they like the grouping option. So I think I could build upon that. Like one of my testers said, make it to where users are actually able to make new groups. And I think that's going to make the grouping option that much more better, where you can kind of group context however you want and whatever's specific to your needs, and not be forced to kind of use the 4 particular categories that I have in this app so far. And just extra comments, handy app, great app. I can see myself using it. I had a person say they'd rather use this app instead of the app that comes on their phone. So this is really good information here. I both have pros and cons. I know what I need to change, and I know what people really like. So I think from doing this, I could build my app, like I said, fully around the grouping option, because people were so amazed at that. And it's really simple, but I think sometimes people get caught up in like the big features in applications like this, adding images and linking Facebook accounts or whatever, people try to do uniquely to apps like this. I think they kind of forget about the simplicity users really seek. And this kind of confirms the fact that users really just want to do simple stuff with their applications. So all in all, this is a really good experience. I actually had to end up doing my testing at Radio Shack. I put Best Buy down, but I ended up going to Radio Shack, which I feel like it was a good place because it was smaller, more intimate location. I got some really good successful data from there, and I went over to GameStop, which is kind of small. And luckily, they were selling some Blu-ray DVDs and stuff outside, so I was able to kind of sit outside as people were coming out from shopping. That way I wasn't interrupting them from shopping or whatever. And I would catch them outside and do get some data like that. So it was a really fun experience to kind of make myself get out and talk to people, talk to strangers, and get them to test my app. And people were really, I only had one person turn me down, so people were really nice and really up for testing my app and giving me some positive and negative feedback. So like I said before, this was a good experience. I'm excited to see what we're doing next week. Hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I have. You have a great day.